Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a Spider-Man Pinata. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I started off in Blender and made my model. That way all I had to do was piece it out later on. And then I brought it into Pepakura. And once I had everything set up to print out on a page, I just printed it out. That way I could just put it together like a puzzle. As usual, using lots of cereal boxes. Once I got all the parts cut out, I just glued everything to the boxes. And cut everything out. Lots of cutting. And just cut little lines along all the dotted lines that where the folding points are going to be. Once you have all that sorted out, the next step is getting lots of tape and more tape. You'll need several little pieces. And all you have to do is just find the corresponding numbers. And put it all together. This part was a little bit time consuming, but it was a lot easier than just making it from scratch like my other videos. And I'm going to have a little head pop out of the bottom once you pick it up. That way it didn't have to be flat at the bottom. And this is the spot where the little head is going to pop out. I made a little Venom head. And there you go. That's going to be where Venom's going to be. And now I'm putting together the actual Spider-Man. These are a lot smaller pieces. You just have to find all the little corresponding numbers. And this is going to be Spider-Man's back. And there's his body. I'll put it all together in a little bit. This is going to be his head. You just have to go through and attach all the little pieces, going around and around. Probably use 2 rolls of tape on this project. And there's the head. You just have to piece it together now. Like this. Just added some on the outside just for support. And here's Spidey's eyes. This was a lot easier putting it together than just making it from scratch, but it also was time consuming. what it's gonna look like. And here's more pieces that I had to cut out for Spidey's body. Hands, feet, and legs. Gotta piece it all together. Find the numbers that match up and tape it together again. I'm going to add his thumb on later, so that way it's easier to put the crepe paper all over it. And that's his hand, shooting his little web. And here's his feet and legs. Just tape it all together. And piece it all together now. After doing it this way though, I probably learned some other little shortcuts I could do in the future if I do more of these using 3D print first. I had to try to glue the legs together just because I didn't think ahead. But it ended up working out fine. And there's his body. Now with the crepe paper, I'm going to use white, black, blue, and red. Blue, here's my rope. Usually what I normally do is just pull out the crepe paper and then cut little lines throughout it. Once you have all that done, I'm going to use the parts I'm not going to cover with coloring books. So the inside of where my little Venom head's going to be. There you go. And now I wrap it. This part didn't take me as long as I thought it would be. And I cut out a little hole, put some little Velcro straps on it. That way I could put the candy in and close it up later. And then I rolled up a lot of the white crepe paper to make it look like a spider web. And just wrapped it around it, hot gluing it every once in a while. And there you go. And I'll just wrap the smaller head that's going to go into the bottom of it. Like I said, I did a little venom head. You could do whatever you want. And once you have that all done, you can just add his little eyes. I just wrap them in black crepe paper and white crepe paper. And since I did do it in a 3D model, they fit pretty much perfectly. And here's Spidey's body. I drew out where the red and blue is gonna go. And just start wrapping. Get it right up to that line. That way when you add the blue, you have a nice straight line. Like that. Probably should have used shorter pieces. Belt. Use a small little piece of red and wrapped it a few times. I did spray the body with spray adhesive. And a little line for the front, just so that way I knew where to start and stop for the red going up his chest. And there you go. Now time for Spidey's head. For Spidey's eyes, I just wrapped it in small little pieces of black paper. And there you go. This part was a little difficult. I got little pieces of black crepe paper and spun them up in my drill. That way they look like little pieces of rope for all of his webs on his body. Glue on the Spidey emblem, his back emblem. Make sure they're nice and center. And all of his little webs on his body. I marked the center of his head, so I knew where to start for the web. Going across his head. Started from the back to the front, meeting up with that black little line in the center of his head. That way everything else could be even. I thought this was going to be more difficult than it really was, but I did it pretty fast. Now just gluing on his eyes, making sure that they're nice and even. There you go, Spidey head. And then just lots of hot glue to attach it to his head, along with some extra little supports I put on there. Now just time to put all the hardware in. Put the rope. This is going to be the support so that way it just doesn't fly out. And I made a little brick, just wrapping up a bunch of cardboard and glue. This is for the bottom for the Venom head. To get through the center where I had a hole waiting for it. Put that in there. I need a little bit of weight in his head so that way it falls out. So I put some gumballs in there. Mark off to where I want him to go down to. Make another little ball of cardboard and put it in place. That way it'll stop where I want it to. And now just glue Spider-Man into place. I made little bumps where I was going to put him. Glue his hands to the rope to make it look like he's holding on to it. And then hide it. And now just add all the extra little rope. That way it looks like Spider-Man's holding on to the bad guy. And there you go. Once you have everything all glued together, you have yourself a Spider-Man pinata. This one did take me quite a bit of time to do, but it was my first time trying it this way. But I think it came out pretty good. I hope you agree. I hope you like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any suggestions. Thank you, and goodbye.